Peace and pleasure, royalty. Today I woke up in different energy. I don't even know how to describe it, but I have been getting the urge more and more to start doing Teto. Teto. And today is the day to play around with it. We'll see if we post this video or not. I praise the Most High Creator for this beautiful, gracious life that I steward. Many thanks to our ancestors who are will and spirit for your continual love, guidance, and protection. I ask to be guided. I ask to be spoken through for a message today, September 23rd, 2024. I ask for all of you, none of me. Ashe. That was fast. I didn't even shuffle yet. Interesting. So we just had the fall equinox for those of us who are in the northern hemisphere, spring equinox for those in the southern hemisphere. It is also the start of Libra season. So we're just in a major transitional period. Changing of seasons, transformations, releasing so that we may make room to receive. And the first card, I don't think I've ever gotten that card out in this deck. Whoa. So the first card that jumped out was the Judgment card. This is what it looks like. And the second card was the Knight of Pentacles. I have never gotten this card coming out in this deck. And it's interesting because there's a lot of black going on. Black as in the shadow side of things, which we did just have the lunar eclipse, which the moon energy is subconscious energy. It is shadow energy. It's the things that we try to hide. But with the lunar eclipse only happens with a full moon. So the full moon is when it is its brightest and fullest in the sky. It's also the brightest at night because it's full. And so it's shining light on what is usually dark. And so with all this death and blackness, it is resurrection. Like this card is showing these birds were dead and they are being resurrected. The Judgment card. So it's an energy of facing our shadow side, facing the darkness, facing death to all that does not belong in this next season. And this Knight of Pentacles is definitely giving like death energy, just even how it has that black horse, but there's plenty life around. So it's like a gift because this crow is holding a single pentacle in its mouth. They're not moving, which usually the nights have movement. So right now it's a time to be still. It is a time to face our shadows in order to receive what we desire and what we deserve. It's asking us to ground ourselves. Pentacles is the earth. Can you clarify this Knight of Pentacles? The Knight of Wands, another night card. And like I said, nights are usually in motion. You notice this is a completely different energy. This has the sun. It's a white horse. It's a lot brighter. But that's interesting because you see how there's flowers and luscious trees in this one, even though the focal point is that darkness. But in this card, there's not much life that you can really see. It looks like they're like in the mountains. I mean, you can kind of see some trees. It kind of looks like they're like in the mountains, like in snow. That's what I'm getting. Like, yeah, because these trees don't really have leaves on them. And this is the time we're in right now in the Northern Hemisphere, heading to fall, where, things start to go dormant. They look like they are dying, even though they're not dead. They are just transitioning into a new existence, a new expression, in order to cultivate and harness its energy so that next year it can come back strong and beautiful. Like the circle of life. It just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. That's interesting. So the Knight of Wands is the energy that we're moving into. Wands is fire with that sun energy as well. So that's still like a rebirth energy of, the phoenix that rises from the ashes. But first, it must burn down. You see the fire in the back of the Judgment card. So yeah, right now we are in, let me keep shuffling. It's giving tower moment, tower energy, to be honest. Let's see what else comes out. I don't think, yeah, you don't want to come out right now. I think these are the 3 cards they want us to work with right now. The Magician on the bottom side. Hermit. Yeah. Oh, there's that wolf. Wolf's been coming up for me. Okay. So yeah, with these 2 cards at the bottom of the deck, it's definitely confirmation for the energy that we are being called to be in. The Hermit, that is going inside, which is what we're in that hibernation season right now. And in order to cultivate our knowledge, cultivate our wisdom, our skills, our North Star, to cultivate our magic, you feel me? I'm gonna put those up though. That's interesting. But yeah, that's really just confirming the energy that we're in right now. For those who live in alignment with nature, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, the change of seasons, especially with the eclipses. Is there any other messages? Yeah, right now we're being called to be still. It's not really much to do. in terms of action, spiritually, energetically. I want to look up these nights because I have not gotten these cards before. That's interesting. The Knight of Pentacles sits upon his workhorse, ready to take on the next task. He has seen the pages dream of focused visualization, and now, through hard work and determination, he will set the vision into motion as it enters the path to fruition. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving and methodical. He is a hard worker who will ensure that each task is completed successfully before starting a new one. The Knight of Pentacles may appear as a co-worker or a business partner who will keep his word and as a result become instrumental in ensuring the success of a project. So the Knight of Pentacles is giving the energy and stability of the now, being present, of whatever you have going on right now. It is giving kind of like a completion energy of taking it to that next stage in order to be completed in its fullness and at its highest expression. Sorry, I was just listening. Yeah, it's like carrying something forward. But like it said, it's slow moving. It's getting stable energy. So it's like right now we're in that judgment phase, moving into the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands is the future energy. Let me see the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands channels the charging energy of his horse and moves forward with raw power and determination. With the sun high in the sky, offering plenty of daylight ahead, the crow flies without hesitation. He is confident of success, even if he experiences moments of uncertainty about where he is going. The Knight of Wands reflects a person who jumps in without weighing all the consequences. He possesses an energy that is pure enthusiasm, a much needed ingredient when executing a plan. This card warns that although passion is essential, you must find balance and clear thinking for a project or a situation to find success. So these two are like balancing each other out, the light and the dark. So this card is showing momentum. It's showing, so this is like masculine, divine feminine energy. This my reading? This might just be my reading. I mean, it's a collective reading because, you know, we are mirrors. But I think this might be my reading. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is my reading. Is there any other? Any other cards? One, two. See, there's that tower I was talking about. The sun kind of fell in reverse, but I'm not gonna read reverses because I don't really read reverses that often. That's interesting. Just too many cards. Oh, but there's the death card. Death card. And then another knight. And the Ace of Swords. But I'm not going to take those. That felt a little sloppy. A little chaotic. Okay, that's it for right now. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to put that right there. Justice, the Sun card. See, that's that masculine energy coming out. The Sun. 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Water energy. That's a lot of major arcana here. 2, 3, 4 major arcana. So, and then like how I want to like kind of show how I was like guided. I know it'll be upside down, but how I was guided to lay the cards out. Was like, this is where we're starting and this is where we're ending. So the tower is what I was talking about before, of things that are not built on stable ground, things that are not meant to continue forward. It's tumbling down in the world as well. I'm getting political energy or thoughts of the political nature, political environment, giving like, what's the, Rome must fall. Natural disasters. The card is 16, which breaks down to 7, and 7 is what's the word? Spiritual. My brain is not coming up with the word right now. Not interaction, not intervention. There we go. Spiritual intervention is the number 7. And justice being the card 11, master number. Yeah, we're just in a big tower moment right now. Things falling down. What are these cards? This is weird recording this. This is my first time recording myself doing a reading. And these bottom 3 cards is like the future energy. Everyone's looking to the right, except for the Judgment card. Peace. So it's like we're coming out of, or not coming out of, we have to start in an energy of that hermit energy that I was talking about. I don't know where it's at now. Somewhere in here. There is the world card. A feminine energy that everybody's talking about, the divine feminine, is needed. We're needing to be in a receptive mode, an inward mode, to cultivate, to nurture, to harvest ourselves in the collective energy in order to move strongly and with certainty, with action for this energy of abundance. See, there goes that sun. So it's interesting because with seasons, you know, within a day, you have different ebbs and flows of energy, but also in a month or in a year, you have different energies that influence actions, thoughts, and behaviors. And this is like a big picture reading. This isn't immediate results. We have to go through the fire, go through all this tumult. And I know it's been a long time. Shit, since 2020, it feels like we've been in the hellfires. But things will soon change. There will be harvest to reap. We are in the harvest season right now in the fall. The fall is harvesting what has been sowed in the previous season. And this sun card is like giving victory energy, like coming in with the other team's red flag. And this card also has that red flag energy, justice heading towards the crown. I know everybody keeps saying, like, just hold on, we're almost there, it's gonna change. Da 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 da. But it really is. Yeah, I know so many people are tired, exhausted, ready to give up. I feel tears coming to my eyes right now. And it's partially my own energy, I'm sure. But I'm also a channel for collective energy too. So just this really big heaviness, this exhaustion, uncertainty that I'm feeling. And I don't want to give a reading about the light at the end of the tunnel, although it is there. I don't know if I'm going to post this video. This might just be for practice. I don't know. Wait, let me see. So the peace card did come out. Are there any other cards? Any other messages? Any other messages for the collective reading? Inner strength. Are there any other messages for the collective? Oh, okay. Creation. Everything turns to light. inner strength. Okay. So even though I don't want to give false hope, the feeling of false hope, because it's not false hope, but everybody is love and light, and like, I feel like people don't give the real, because this shit is tough. Life is fucking tough and challenging and brutal and ugly sometimes. And sometimes we want to give up, especially in the times that we're in right now. But there's a reason why we are here at this time. You have to know your own reason. But I'm going to read the affirmations that came out on these 4 cards, and then we're going to wrap this up. So the peace card says, I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner peace, that hermit, inner peace. Oh no, inner silence. I find inner silence, which is the hermit energy, and become a manifestation of peace. So with this peace card and affirmation, again, is touching on that hermit energy to go within. And I actually just posted something on my story a few days ago where this isn't quite the lifetime for that peace on earth energy. We are here to create the foundation, that tower. Everything that must fall, like this is the energy that we've been in for a few years now. Everything crumbling. You see there's lightning, there's smoke, there's clouds, and just darkness and death. All these crows that are flying. Like this is the energy that we've been in for like 5 years now, at least. You know, really the human's perception of time is so limited, but that's the energy that we're in, is that tower moment, and it's the death before rebirth. And so the lifetime that we're in right now is finding inner peace amongst the chaos, and we do that by community. That's what just came to me. People, like, we don't do that by creating, you know, our businesses, and this is no shade to nothing like that, but it's not about the money. It's not about the physical acclamations. We will continue to be miserable until we learn to come together and truly build community. Definitely a message for me, because I was about to give the fuck up on community. And it's hard because, especially in Western society, we have been taught to be individualistic. We have been taught to focus on self, to focus on the family that comes from you, your children, your partner, your grandchildren, da 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 da. Like, my life has definitely been a mirror of the nature of Western society, of that individualistic, of having people in the same bloodline, the same family, pull their selves up from their bootstraps while other people are struggling. And we really need to figure out, how do we be in community, coming into unity, and not just by words, not just on social media, making it look all nice and pretty with the off-grid living. And like, we really need a new frame of thinking. And I'll have to actually make a practical video of how we do this because I have a lot of thoughts and ideas. But the only way we are going to have inner peace is if we come together. And clarify this peace card of a solution. That was kind of, that came out so weird. So the Seven of Cups came out, and I'm looking at the pictures. There's all these different objects and choices in each of the cups. Between a heart and there's all these different options. And that's the thing. We are tempted by so many things that glitter. And people think that certain things bring self-preservation and stability. We accepted a certain mentality of what it looks like to be successful. So it's like all these different options of what we can go after, all these different options of what will quote unquote make us happy, whether it's love, whether it's change and self-transformation, it's just all these different options of what we think will bring us happiness. But how do we reframe our minds towards peace? How do we reframe our minds towards peace? The King of Wands. It's just gonna come. People are doing the work. It's this infinity sign right now, and so that's given, this supposed year of 8 that we're in. But we're so many different calendars and measurements of time, even in the present, like Ethiopia. Actually, no, they're still in the year of 8 though, right? No. What is it over there? Is it 2016 or 2017? I feel like it's 2017, so that's located a year of 9. But that means they just moved out of the year of 8. They just had their new year. Yeah, anywho. Leo. I just got Leo. Leo season. But Leo season just passed. Let's continue with the rest of these affirmations before I make this any messier. So we have creation. So we have to create peace. I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. And there's that light. Everything turns to light. there are a lot of people doing the work individually and collectively, and we would be foolish to ignore that fact that there are people who are aiding in balancing the energies. And by those efforts and actions, we create peace. So the thing about like karma, which karma is neither good nor bad, it just is, which was bad 8 energy. Kind of getting Capricorn from this. It's interesting. But like that infinity, so like the other video I posted some time ago about the 2024 energy report, how this year is a rebalancing of energies. It is setting the foundation of, this is definitely the energy that we're in this year, of rebalancing, repaying what is due, clearing the way for what is to come. And the sun is there. It's also a chameleon. Wands is action. Wands is fire. Plenty fire energy in here. Like even the lightning in the tower, the judgment has a fire. The sun is synonymous with fire energy. Things are getting hotter. Yeah, people just need to continue to do what they are doing. Inner strength. Nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. All the power that we need is within us. We can do anything. And I feel like that's like a big part of consciousness or awareness, self-awareness, spiritual awareness, is that we think that we're changing what is already in place. So even the fact that we're all here at this time was already designed. We were born with specific gifts, with specific paths and journeys and experiences that were specific to this time. So everything is going to unfold naturally, yet it is our responsibility to be aware, to be self-aware first and foremost, so that we can maximize our inner strength and our ability to create peace. Because everything turns to light. Like that's which is a little contradicting because everything is born from darkness. And light is only existing because of darkness. I work to improve myself, embrace all that life brings to me. Embrace all that life brings to me and transform darkness into light, which is creation energy, transforming darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. So that is this year for sure, was growing and becoming stronger. so that we can cultivate and embrace our ability to transform darkness into light. I'm going to read this King of Wands and then I'll wrap this up. Is that Wands, Pentacles, Swords, Cups, Wands. So the King of Wands is an entrepreneurial bird who can take a concept and fly with it. Under the supervision of the king, the idea transforms into reality and will reach its highest potential possible. So that is transforming darkness, transforming nothingness or the shadows into light, into something that we can see, into something physical and tangible. He is relentless in his pursuit of perfection and with laser-like vision focuses on the goal. He is charismatic and natural-born leader. Natural-born. We come into this life with everything laid out and gifted to us, but it's our job to take the concept and fly with it, to take it to its highest potential. Although at times he can be a bit arrogant. In a reading, the energy of the King of Wands represents either yourself or someone who has a clear vision of what needs to be accomplished for a project to be successful. Take this as a confirmation that focused energy will result in a positive and fruitful outcome. And that's on page 33. That's a low-key message for myself. But that's all. I'm going to stop rambling because this is 43 minutes. To sum it all up. I'm going to stop it there. All right. Thanks for checking in. Peace and pleasure. Royalty. Thanks for tapping in to this new form of recording. Until next time.